Welcome to the Entrepreneurial CPA Show. We're here to take a deep dive into knowledge needed to break free of the box and become the world-changing entrepreneur we both know you want to be. As always, we're hitting you up with the theoretical and the practical skills you need to punch above your weight. I'm Garrett, here to keep you grounded with the practical knowledge as always. And I'm here with a man that doesn't stop, the man that has travels the country to talk about all things blockchain related, Dr. Sean. Some call him Dr. Blockchain. Now, today's show is brought to you by our amazing sponsors. Prolera, reminding you that CPE doesn't have to be a grind, and nor should it. Hay and Rock Solutions, providing the roadmap to advisory services, and Accounting Fly, who connects you with the cloud accounting jobs, remote accounting jobs, and the most respected firms in the country. If you're looking for if you're a firm looking for help in hiring, or a job candidate looking for that next job, they can help you out. Call Jeff Phillips at Accounting Fly today. Now, Sean, I thought we'd mix it up on today's show. Let's not talk about one specific technology, but let's talk about how firms and organizations can embrace the new technology that's coming in the world today. Because there's so much technology out there. A lot of times the challenge is, how do they embrace it inside their four walls?
Yeah, no, and absolutely, Garrett, right? Because, I mean, every article, every headline out there is actually focusing on all of these topics and trends that are entering into the corporate accounting and sort of corporate finance area. And it can be blockchain, it can be AI, it can be RPA, or just automation, overall. And sort of the core point to really understand and to keep in mind is that really all of these tools and platforms work, right? AI works, RPA works, automation works, and blockchain works. Now, I mean, even though all of these tools work and are being used out in the marketplace by other entities and other firms, both in accounting and then outside of it, right? But I mean, some of the core issues as to really why both individuals and firms aren't really buying into these tools yet, you don't really, or they aren't really that almost a shock, right? I mean, it almost always is the actual IT side of things, right? All of these tools are sort of IT based, so then all of these new platforms and tools do have to be bridged into current IT systems, which is always tough, right? And obviously, all of these tools aren't free, right? Every single tool or item, it costs money. And so then that whole sort of capital allocation process does have to be augmented and then updated. And then three, really, even after the tool has been onboarded and it's part of the budget, you have to really have an ongoing conversation inside the firm and actually outside the firm too with your clients to train people and to educate people onto actually how to use all of these new tools, right? Because I believe that almost all of us know what like a private blockchain is, right? But, well, almost all of us, right, Garrett?
Right.
All of us, yeah. But even if you know what it is and sort of have a good understanding as to how it works, that's over here. And actually putting it into practice at your company is over here. So really sort of the whole area, it's incredibly fast moving, and it's still sort of hard to use for most firms at that commercial level. So I mean, it's a fast moving area. It's an area that I'm personally amped about, but there are some issues still out there.
Well said. And I think, this time of year, as we get into the fall of any year, for public accounting firms, it's kind of like that sudden realization of, oh my God, busy season's almost here again. They need to make some changes happen to make it better. And it's like this mad rush to implement technology. And luckily, this is a great year because there's so many options out there. You hit the nail on the head between AI, blockchain, RPA, which stands for robotic process automation.
Yeah, there it is.
Dr. Sean, you left us hanging there.
Sorry about that.
Going on the comment card right now. Those are all great tools that you can do at your firm. I mean, AI, there's some great tools out there. They're from multiple software vendors. Robotic process automation, RPAs, is a great area. We haven't talked about too much on our show. We've talked about a little bit. We'll talk about that more in a future episode. But, look at those opportunities out there to make change happen in your firm, because now is an amazing time. If you want to take your firm to the next level, and if you want to leverage the amazing technology that's coming, a lot of times, Dr. Shaw, when we speak, we use the phrase technology tidal wave. There's just so much technology that's coming in the profession right nowadays. It's got a crashing in on us. It's overwhelming. If you can kind of look at that landscape and figure out what you can do at your firm, you can weather that storm. You can kind of really step your firm up a big notch going forward. And, now the fall is a great time. Make some changes at your firm. Implement some of these software at your firm. Make these changes. I think you hit on some great points there. If it's not just the technology, it's the technology, it's the IT department, and it's making change happen throughout your firm and throughout that process across the board. So, Dr. Shaw, when you're speaking around the country, what do you see as some common threads of firms that have made this change successfully happen for them?
Yeah, and really sort of the probably top two things that I see at firms who have onboarded RPA, AI tools, or some comprehensive automation plan is that really the individuals who are at the firm, right, from the top down, right, the partners down, right, to the interns, right, are pro automation and are sort of that mindset that if you are able to harness IT tools, it is going to help you, and it is going to free you up to offer higher margin and sort of more sort of value added items, both internally, right, for your internal partners and for external clients. And then two, really that whole ongoing sort of educational conversation, right? Because there isn't anybody out there who knows everything about all options out there, right? It's impossible. So having that sort of education and that whole training process be a part of that internal dialogue is extremely important.
Yeah, it is. And I think, something else that we talk about a lot here, talking about these kind of changes and what's going on, is just not being afraid to fail, of not being afraid to kind of say, hey, this fall, we're going to do, it'll be just a bit of one thing. We're going to put one process in place, whether it's AI or an RPA, something. We're going to make one change happen in our firm right now, today. We're going to get it started, push it out, and see what happens and learn, and then do another one, and then do another one, and kind of keep that snowball effect going to make change happen. Because if you can't make change happen, it's a scary future for all those CPA firms out there in the country today. If
Absolutely.
You're going to keep going downhill. You're going to keep going downhill. So some great points today. Kind of take the fall as a great chance to make change happen at your firm. Drive that change. Try a new software. Try a new solution. And be willing to fail. Be willing to kind of say, hey, this may not work. This may not be perfect. But we're to learn from it and advance and move forward. That's the tip for you today. Advance, move forward. Try some new technology. You'll be better off for it. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Really leverage that technology at your firm this fall. Think about what you're doing. And if you're not sure where to start, reach out to Dr. Shaw or myself. Send us a message on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform you see this video on. Reach out to us. We're here to help. If you're watching this and you really want to keep the learning going to that next level, I'm talking to you out there. Check out our entrepreneurial CPA groups. Become the entrepreneur you deserve. Take control of your career. More details on our website. And don't forget, little button up there, subscribe to our YouTube channel as always. And please, we challenge you today to take action to change the world and invest in yourself.